Hello YouTube and welcome back to Supreme Commander 2. We've got another 1v1 from the Swiss tournament that happened a while back. A little bit of an odd one. I was looking through the games I had for this, and I actually found one of my own that I had kind of forgotten about. And normally I'm kind of loath to cast my own matches because I'm not exactly the most high level player. But this is actually a sick match. I kind of remembered exactly what happened after I started watching, so we're gonna cast this. So in the red as the Cybern Command, we've got myself, and I'm going to go early eco into, I believe, double land. Yep, there it is, double land. And in the blue, playing as the Aeon Illuminate, we have Takuro, also going in to go to double land here, I believe. Yep, and so he's going to go for the back expansion. I have not lifted for the back expansion. I am instead going to take the sides into some energy. Takuro going to go for the research station here and the in-base radar. I believe I'm going to go for the forward radar off of my commander. And again, I just want to preface, this is not this is from the tournament, but obviously myself, I am not the most super high level player. Takuro, I believe, is about the same skill as me. If I were to fight them again, it's probably up in the air as to who would win. He was very good, very rough fight for me in this one. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I hope you guys enjoy this cast. Let me know, by the way, if you want to see more casts of this level. I usually try to find the ones that look and feel pretty high level. But of course, there are plenty of matches out there that are not super crazy high level and open up more options for me to cast matches. So if you don't mind seeing matches at roughly this level, then feel free to let me know, and I can do more matches like this in the future. They lead to some more interesting results other than the high level metas that you see from the pro players so often. I'm gonna go for the flank here. Got just 5 loyalists have come out. I'm gonna hold this front line with my commander for now because there's only a few tanks and I've got some loyalists to support me. Already see mobile missile launchers out for my opponent. Takuro going for those early mobile missile launchers, anticipating perhaps turrets to be in place. Going to be some missed micro opportunities here for me. I'm going to take out this mass extractor with these 3 loyalists, but I'm not going to have them ready to move out of the way and prevent being killed. Radar going to go down for me finally from my commander at the 3-minute mark. Pretty delayed, to be honest. And if he had been going for Harvogs, I probably would have found myself in a little bit of trouble. Also going to be some missed micro here. I should have just kept on into the backline with these loyalists. Instead, I let them sit here, doing nothing to this mass extractor. And they're going to get cleaned up by the commander pretty much for free. Attempting to take another mass extractor with these 2 loyalists. Again, wasted micro here. I didn't send these back. Could have kept those alive. They didn't really need to die. There was no way they were going to accomplish anything else there, and I should have known that. So that's some missed opportunities on my end. Takuro is going to be able to stabilize here at the cost of only 1 mass extractor, but he has been forced off of his front line. Also, I am recognizing that I will give myself some props. He is going into tanks. He's not gone Harvogs. He's going all in on tanks, meaning Brackmans are going to be devastating here if I can take proper engagement. Not sure what this was. I'm curious to remember. I'd have to go back and look at the live stream to know why. I think I was hoping to catch these tanks out with the Brackmans as they wandered past. Have them in range. But obviously the tanks can just move out of the way. So that was probably a moment of adrenaline-fueled panic. Realizing, oh right, they're just gonna go around. I should probably go move to intercept those. Gonna take this engagement here. Those mobile missiles actually landing, but other than that, the Brackman's gonna force these tanks and mobile missile launchers away, almost taking losses already just in a couple seconds of fighting. 4 tanks and another launcher down here versus these 3 Brackmans. Theoretically, the Brackmans should actually win that fight if microed correctly, and Takuro is going to disengage. He should also win that fight if microed correctly, so that he's going to choose to disengage from that, even though those tanks should have been able to dodge the Brackman stops there. So actually I think he probably could have moved in there. He should have been a little bit more aggressive with that. I'm holding on 3 fronts here. Takuro doing a very excellent job at pressuring me and forcing me to be contained. As Siren, I want to be in his backline here, dealing economic damage with my faster units. Takuro doing an excellent job at keeping me contained, forcing me into the defensive position. Neither of us able to deal any real significant damage to the other. And Takuro has a research advantage on me, as I believe I established mine much later than his, if I remember right. Although, now that I say that, I might have actually established it fairly early. Either way, though, I'm going to get into the expansion of my military much quicker than him. I'm going into a 4th, 5th, 6th factory now, 7th on the way. Takuro has not expanded his production all that much. He's still sitting happily on 4 factories. So if he doesn't change something soon, he is going to see himself outpaced in terms of the production here, and that's going to be pretty bad. He should be, I believe, ahead on the research. If I were him, I would be headed straight for that unit teleport. I would probably also stop building the mobile missile launchers, because at this point, the mobile missile launchers are accomplishing him nothing. I do not have the turtle available. He needs to get on top of me here a little bit. Build a couple of the mobile missile launchers, but not so many. That being said, I've got some mobile missile launchers of my own now. Gonna take some decent hits with them as well, just due to the grouping of the units. Brackman's getting some kills here. North side being forgotten about by both of us as we deal with this engagement. Both of us attempting to micro our hearts out. This was pretty late into the tournament, I think 3rd or 4th round for both of us, and so we were both probably pretty tired at this point, and just intensely focused on trying to stay alive here. We did not, nobody at this point in the tournament wanted to take another loss if they didn't have to, and matches were played in a best of 3. I don't remember at what point in our set this was, but I think it was either 1-1 or I was up by 1. I'm not sure at this point. Now moving in for the flank myself here, but finding myself surrounded very much on all sides by the tanks here. This was a mistake on my part. I should not have moved in at this point. My micro did not do me any justice. Killed some of the Bada Boom armor boosters here. Very good of him to mix those in. Bada Boom's boosting the health of the local units by, I think, 300 or 450 health or something like that. Unit teleport gonna come out here. This is the play he's been waiting for. With the teleport out now, he can move in for some kind of commander snipe. I'm gonna get this factory finished up in anticipation. It's immediately gonna go down, but the Brackman's gonna be able to force away this first group of unit teleport. Now that this is up, though, I'm gonna be well aware of the dangers that it possesses. I'm hoping to move in and shut him down in terms of the progression, or kill a big portion of his army right here with this flank from the right side. Now he's gonna conglomerate his units, all his forces over here on the left. With the research that he wanted now complete, he's expanding that military production finally, but a little bit too little too late. I am now inside his base with a huge portion of my units, taking down the starting position. That's going to be 2 factories, 4 mass extractors, and a couple energy generators that are just going to pretty much go down for free here. He doesn't care. He's going in for it, moving in for the unit teleport. His units have more health, 2100 health on these Yinzu tanks compared to the default 1650. They're going to teleport in. They're going to get past me. My commander is now caught out completely. Power detonate from this factory. Going to take out half of these forces. He's panicking, moving in on my commander. He's hyper fixated. I'm going to power detonate. Kill the entire army again. Commander's gonna just barely survive, I would say. He didn't take very much damage, but if I had not remembered at this point to buy the structure detonate upgrade, I 100% would have died, as until this army moved in, I actually didn't have it. I remembered buying it on the stream kind of last second, I think. As soon as I saw unit teleport, I was like, oh, I don't have a structure detonate. Let me buy that. Now I'm taking this base out from behind. Another teleport's going to come in. Also at risk of killing my very unupgraded commander. Into the yellow health I go. My forces are out of place. Another unit teleport in on top of my position here. Could seal the game. This factory's not built and thus cannot use the unit teleport. Commander gonna whip around and finish it at the last second. Immediately gonna structure detonate and kill the army a second time. My army from the south is now deep into the enemy production line. The factories are gone. The economy is gone. The army is gone. Takuro, recognizing his position, moves in with his commander to take as many Siren forces with him as he possibly can and do exactly that. He will, with the commander, Control K, thermonuclear explosion, taking out my entire military on the front lines with him in a blaze of glory. Anyway, I thought that was honestly a pretty fun little match. I have not until this point had a game where Structure Detonate came in handy like that for me. So this was a cool learning experience for me, seeing just how powerful and useful it can be in terms of using it rather than having it used on me, because I've experienced it being used on me plenty of times because I'm bad. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.